All right, TSLA. So Tesla is starting to not be as much of a weighting on the S&P 500 anymore, just because I mean it's just been underperforming here over the past since July, mid July. I mean mid July. See how much has this pulled back? It has currently pulled back 30%. It got down as much as a 35% pullback. Looks pretty good here. I kind of mentioned yesterday. I do remember this. Basically, we break these tops here, or we break that low, and you just want to go with it. So let's see. Oh man, look at that. That is exactly where a sideways consolidated. Not exactly, but I mean pretty much right there where a sideways consolidated. That is. Let me see if I can just move this down briefly, real quick. I mean, pretty much it broke that sideways consolidated. People were trying to be bullish right under those lows, but whenever you see that, like you break a low level like that and you see sideways consolidation right there at it, go in that direction. So if you do that to the upside, if we would have took out this high from maybe yesterday, or okay, let me just go to this one. So if we would have got up to what is this 226 to 226.20 or 227, and we were just going to sideways consolidated up there, just go bullish on it. Just go in that direction because there's not enough buyers to get it back up, and eventually the sellers are getting triggered as well. And then you could even say, okay, break that low, then you just hop in. But yeah, I would imagine Tesla probably just keeps rolling down for now. Did it fill this gap? I don't think it. No, it didn't quite fill this gap. But if you didn't know, Tesla did get downgraded, is what it was. Update: Sell Tesla stock, says analyst. It can drop 34%. 34 more percent? All right, let's check it out. 34 more percent. 34. I'm going to take it from roughly yesterday. So 34%. Ooh. So we'll say it probably went down to this low. Ah, man. So that's what they're thinking. Down to 150s. Down to the 150s. So I'll put this trade out there. I think this is a pretty good trade. If I wouldn't be any tighter, I wouldn't be any looser. Because if they're saying there's that much of a drop chance, I think you'd have a pretty good shot here. I'll tell you what, let me do that. So I kind of like having a loose stop here because if it tries to make a run up, maybe tries to fill this gap. I don't think it will, not with today's breakdown. But I do like an entry on the retest, and maybe it happens really quick tomorrow to those lower wicks that we had earlier this week. I would like, I mean, I could dig that. I mean, I dig that. What kind of risk reward are we talking about here? That's like a 2-to-1 right there, back down to that low. So I dig that. Like you got plenty of room to see that breakdown, and I would agree that if Tesla, just looking at this technically, if we get back down to this, 195, 193 type level, 194, probably going to go through it, and you're probably just moving down to at least this low. And with the downgrade analyst thinking like it could drop 34%, yeah, that's kind of in that ballpark range. I mean, you could play it a little bit tighter as well. Maybe like this low, put the stop loss, or you can even say like, you know what? I think that breakdown was the real deal. You can even say this high from October 3rd, 19th. October 19th is like a good stop loss spot. So yeah, that's not a bad setup. But basically, you're gonna have the entry on on that kind of these lows that we put in back on November 6th, November 7th, something like that. Show you. Basically right there. So it's not bad. You can set it up either way, but if you wanted to be more conservative, you can have your stop loss all the way up here. If it does turn around, tries to go fill this gap, it's still a 2-to-1 all the way back down to this low around 150. So kind of dig it.